Okay, I'm Kerry. I'm the director and founder for Street Football Wales. I also manage the Homeless World Cup teams for Wales, the Dragons and the Warriors.
And so you grew up.
So I grew up in Valleys of South Wales in Blaenavon, which is a little town just outside Pontypool in Cwmbran. Ended up moving to Swansea when I was about 19, did a ceramics degree, art and design and pottery, which I haven't used since I left college, but it was a great time, it was good fun. I ended up managing or getting involved with the big issue as a manager for one of their offices in the Swansea area. And then progressed through there, became the regional manager for Wales, and it was at that time really in 2002, 2003, my director at the time, Sue West and Alex Hind, told me about the Homeless World Cup and the idea of having a football tournament for homeless people to play football, meet each other, and basically to try and change the world, you know. I didn't think it was going to happen at the time. I thought it was a pie in the sky idea, a crazy idea, and did nothing about it for 3 or 4 months. And then Sue came up to me in the corridor one day and said, how's the team getting on? Because it's happening, it's going to happen in Austria. And I sort of thought, oh, well, I better do something then. So I sort of got volunteered back then for the first tournament.
So what was the eye-opener to you that got you hooked?
Well, really, it was, you know, we for our first ever team, it's a crazy story, but our first ever team, we recruited the last player the night before the tournament, and that was basically me going into a hostel in Swansea and saying, does anyone have a passport? Does anyone want to come to Austria tomorrow? And can you kick a football? And that's where we got our last player from. We flew out to Austria, took part in the tournament, and it was really the opening parade that did it for me. You know, I had players who were agoraphobic, scared of crowds, and, you know, really vulnerable people.
Full range.
Yeah,
Full range
everything.
of
Alcoholics,
yeah.
people who had substance issues,
Yeah.
the works, you know. And seeing them change before my eyes in that first year in 2003 just said to me I had to do something, you know. It was me that had to do it because there was no one else doing it in Wales. So I came back after the tournament. I always say it didn't just change the players' lives, it changed my life as well.
So being here in Wales, experiencing the event here, what is the impact? And what's the difference? Or tell me a couple of things here.
Well, it's a lot more slick. It's a lot more professional. It's a lot more. We were going for beers in the night back in 2003, and we would never do that here now. It's just a different world, you know. It's been a lifelong dream to bring it to Wales. I never really dreamed it because I just thought it wasn't a realistic ambition, you know. But Michael Sheen got on board a couple of years ago and made me believe that it could happen. And I've just gone with him, really.
So obviously Michael Sheen has been unbelievable for this event. So much exposure. He's been here every single day, supporting everybody, having a party of his own with everybody here.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not just the Welsh team.
Exactly. I mean, he is, as I am, a part of this family.
Oh, without a doubt.
And I think that anybody that comes here feels that.
Yeah.
Whether you're a player or a fan.
He's got time for everyone, you know. He's a real people person. He's an amazing man. A real hero of mine, actually, and someone I really admire and respect.
Has he are there any words of wisdom or any moments that he's come to your pitch or to you as a coach and spoken to the players and you, anything particularly that he said that sticks out in your mind?
Well, we started texting. I've known him about 3 years now, and for the first 2 years I was convinced he didn't like me very much. But that's just the way he is. He's an incredibly intense man sometimes. And a few weeks ago, we started texting each other when things weren't so great. And he just kept supporting me and telling me to keep going and focus on what I was doing. He'll do everything in his power. And it is purely down to that man that this is happening. This tournament is here. You know, I can't thank the guy enough. He was a hero for me when he started caring about what we were doing, and then for him to take it to this level is just above and beyond anything I've ever expected, really.
All right, so one last thing. If there's anything you'd like to say to your teammates, to anybody that's seeing this around the world, to anybody in Wales, words of wisdom, anything you'd like to say, any last words?
Just to keep going, never give up. You know, we've never given up. In 17 years, it's always been a challenge to keep going. People make mistakes all the time, me, myself included. But never give up on what you want, and just to keep working, really.
Well, I really appreciate your time. I know I've been chasing you and bugging you in between lunches, in between games, and spoken with a number of your players, and they all have been so lovely and respectful and
Good.
professional.
Good.
Really appreciate every moment.
Good. Thank you,
Thank you
Jay.
so much for your
Thank
time.
you.